So here's the first question then. I have been in this relationship for a year now. I love him and he claims to love me. We are always together, but every time I speak about marriage, he gives excuses. What should I do? So from a woman's point of view, I would like to hand the baton over to you.
Very common, nowadays, very common. By her question, of course, we understand that marriage is something that is important to her. That's what she's looking towards in this relationship because she loves him. He says that he loves her, so in her mind, it's okay, let's get married. But every time that she comes up with it, he gives excuses. What does that mean? Or at least makes us understand. Either he doesn't want to get married, or marriage is not as important to him as it is to her.
And he's not very serious about it. So if you're looking for someone for a long-term commitment, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person. Perhaps he says to you, no, but I will spend the rest of my life with you. We don't need to get married. But you know, if that's your how can I say, your desire, not only desire, but that's your point to make it official, then this is not for you. Because, you know, he's running away from commitment. He's running away from, you know, what really matters. To officialize that relationship.
And to say, I love you.
But I don't want to get married.
What's the difficulty in that? It takes nothing. It just takes ability to speak. So, to me at least, love is commitment. There can be no true love without commitment. To her, commitment means marriage. So if that's what you want, then maybe that's not the guy for you.
Yeah.
Because I think it's something that they should at least talk about. Also, another problem that I see there is that instead of him coming out and saying, you know, I'm not thinking of marriage, this is, you know, maybe later, but he just gives excuses. They don't really talk about it.
He keeps playing chess with your feelings. So, I mean, you have to look into that deeply.
I think it's important that they two sit down, talk about it, so that they know. Another thing also here that I see one question, we can see many things. They don't know each other very well because by now she was supposed to know his priorities and he was supposed to know how important marriage is to her. The problem is, Luke, sometimes they know. The guy does know. It's just that in his mind, because he wants the girl, he thinks, you know, I can persuade her, I can change her mind, or I can just give excuses for a long time, you know, just to make her forget or make her postpone it. So all of this have to be taken into consideration in a relationship.
Exactly. So let's go into the next question then. Does love at first sight exist? That's so common nowadays also. People thinking that, you know, once they click, once there is that, you know, how can I put it? I don't even the word. Chemistry, you know, that's enough in the first encounter, the first time they exchange looks, right? So love in the first sight. No, there is no love. There is no such a thing as love in the first sight. Love comes with time. When you spend time with the other person, like the couple we are interviewing in this two-part program, right? That's true love. When you go through hardships, adversity, when you learn how to deal with each other's flaws, when you learn how to give more than just receiving, more than just demanding. So those things do not happen in the first day, in the first time you meet, in the first few weeks of a relationship, even before getting married, officializing that relationship.
It's, you know, it sounds very romantic. People say that all the time, books, movies, but how can you love at first sight? For example, when I first saw you, I found him very attractive. So yeah, there's attraction at first sight. Even that can be changed, because I was even talking to someone this week that sometimes when you look at the guy and he's very handsome, very attractive, and then the moment he opens his mouth, his voice is weird. So that attraction goes down the drain. So you can't love at first sight because you don't know anything about that person apart from what you see. So you can only love what you know. So love at first sight does not exist. Only comes as you get to know the person, if what you get to know about the person is lovable to you. So there is attraction, sure. Attraction does not hold couples together, as it has been proved over and over again. So no, it doesn't exist. Just attraction. Love, no.
Okay, and here's the third question. Dear Love Talk, I met someone and he said that he wants to have my babies. Does this mean we have a future together? Wow, that's straightforward, eh? Straight to the point. I meet you and I say, I want you to have my babies.
Okay.
So the question here is not even whether you have a future together or not. I mean, because does he want to marry me? Does he want to be my companionship for the rest of my life? Be my friend, my husband, be there for me? Or he wants me to just to generate children, give birth?
I think women, they have this tendency, because women, when they talk, they say one thing and they actually mean something else. And women usually understand each other. So I think women think men are the same way. That the guy says, I want to have your babies. And what he's actually saying is, I want to have a future with you. I want whatever it is that...
Could be, I don't know, it could go both ways.
Yeah, I think...
Maybe he means it. So it's a very tricky question. So you need to see who he is. Once again, going back to what you're saying, I think the first question, the second, talk, dig deep, ask questions, see who that person is. I mean, okay, first of all, he approached and said that to you. It could be true. Maybe he doesn't mean that. Maybe he's not good with words. Like we men, we're not good with words at all. But maybe he does mean that. So where does he stand? Do you know him enough? Do you know him to the point where you can say, no, this guy's trying to just use me to fulfill a particular personal dream? Or maybe he's not good with words, maybe he means something else. Maybe he means that he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. So I think it's all about scrutinizing, getting to know more. And once you know who he is, what his true intentions are, then you take from there.
Yeah,
right?
Because not necessarily. It could not. I think if it was me, he's being, he's looking too much ahead. Like before the babies.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about the things first.
Yeah.
Does he know your last name? Maybe, I don't know. So that's pretty much what you should do. Okay? So this is it then for Dear Love Talk. If you'd like us to answer your questions, you can send them to questions@lovetalkshow.tv and you have them answered here, or if you want, we can answer them privately.
You can also send us your questions through Facebook, Instagram, using the hashtag LoveTalkQuestions.
This is it, guys.
Until next time.
Bye.